welcome to More Than the Score. I'm your host, Caleigh Burchfield. Today I'm here with David Jankowski, who is a forward for the men's hockey team here at SLU. Thanks for joining me, Janko.
Absolutely, happy to be here.
All right, so we're gonna just jump right on in here. We'll talk with your hometown starting out. So you're from Canada, Ontario specifically. Whereabouts exactly?
Hamilton, Ontario, so it's about an hour from Toronto.
Yeah, that's kind of like by Oakville, right?
Yep,
Okay,
exactly.
so what was it like growing up there?
It was cool. Obviously, Canada is super into hockey, so everything kind of revolves around hockey, especially in Ontario. And you know, being so close to Toronto, which is a huge city, there was obviously a lot of rinks in the area, and you know, everyone's playing growing up and stuff. So it was really easy to get into hockey that way. All my friends played, you know, my brother played, my dad played, so it's kind of just everywhere you're looking. And yeah, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I grew up in kind of a smaller town of Dundas, Ontario, so I kind of got to experience a small town, but not too far away from, you know, a big city like Toronto. So it was really unique. I got to do both kind of things.
Yeah. Did you grow up a Leafs fan or?
No, I didn't actually. I hated the Leafs. Very anti-Toronto sports. I was a Bruins fan actually.
Oh no! How'd that happen?
Honestly, I think the first house league team I played for, Timbits Hockey, I just got put on the Bruins, and then ever since then I just love them. So
yeah.
I kind of grew from that, but that's kind of how it started.
Yeah. So you mentioned just now that you come from a big bloodline of hockey players. I know that your brother, you said your dad, and from your elite prospects, I saw a couple other family members on there.
Yeah.
So was hockey for you kind of just a birthright? It was more a matter of when rather than if?
Yeah, exactly. I think, you know, like you said, my dad played, and then my brother started playing, and I think when I was, you know, of age, and I think 3 or 4 years old, it was kind of just a given that I was going to play hockey. So obviously my parents got me into it right away. They signed me up, and honestly, I think I was a pretty tough customer right away. I wasn't really enjoying it, but you know, once I got through the first little bit there, I know I loved the game, and things kind of changed for me, and I just need to, you know, get a little better at it. And I think once I did that, then that's when I kind of started loving the game more, and it's kind of grown from there.
Yeah, I feel like once you learn to skate, that's the hardest part of getting into the hockey. You mentioned again, like specifically with your older brother, Mark, who is your twin, by the way. I don't know if you guys get that a lot.
We do get that a lot.
Yeah, okay. So you guys are a couple years apart, right? 3?
3 years, yeah.
So with you guys growing up pretty close in age and both being really, really invested in the sport, was it competitive? Was it friendly competition? Like, don't talk about it? What was kind of the vibe there?
I mean, because we were 3 years apart, we never actually played on the same teams or, you know, in the same leagues or anything like that. So in terms of like our own hockey teams and stuff, you know, we weren't super competitive with each other, obviously, you know, very supportive of each other and stuff like that. But when it comes to stuff like, you know, playing mini sticks growing up or like video games or anything like that, super, super competitive. You know, we got really heated at times, like I think a lot of siblings do, but...
Yeah, and what about now? Can you guys like play chell together? Or?
Yeah, we can play chell together. I mean, now that we're a bit older and stuff, you know, kind of drew a line there.
Yeah, you're matured.
Yeah, we're matured. I mean, still definitely do get competitive in whatever we're doing, whether it be like cards or anything like that. You know, obviously we both want to win, but we've learned to control it a little better now.
Yeah, that's nice. Growing up.
Yeah.
Pivoting here to your own hockey career at St. Lawrence, I know you played prep for a little bit, and then juniors, now freshman year was 2018. Pretty standard path, but what was that transition like from juniors to NCAA?
Yeah, I mean, I played 2 years of junior in the CCHL for the Hawkesbury Hawks, and that's actually not too far away from here. It's just across the border, maybe a couple hours. So it's actually not too far in distance, but the lifestyle of junior compared to NCAA is super different. You're going from kind of a structure of simply just hockey, a lot of free time, kind of stuff like that, to a very rigid schedule here. You don't really have a lot of free time. If you're not at the rink, you're doing homework, you're napping, you're trying to recover. So I think in that way, it was a lot different. Both very enjoyable. I enjoyed my time in Hawkesbury, and I've obviously enjoyed my time here a lot. It's just very different.
Yeah, was it kind of a slap in the face to have homework again? I know that in juniors, you guys just,
For sure.
I don't even know why you do.
Yeah, I mean, I did take a class my second year of junior.
A class.
I took one class at the University of Ottawa. I think I needed to do that to maintain my junior eligibility because I was 20 years old at the time. That was the rule they had, but I took one class. But yeah, coming here, super different. I mean, back to a full course load. Haven't done that in a couple of years coming in, so it takes a little bit of time to get back in the groove. But once you're back in it, it's just like you remember.
Yeah.
Not too hard.
And obviously this year and last have been anything but normal, not what you expected at the hands of COVID, but your sophomore year was also abnormal for you. You sustained an injury and you missed out on, what was it, like 11 games?
Something like that, yeah.
So what was that like for you? Was that really tough to stay, with the team and feel like a part of things, even though you weren't able to be out on the ice?
It was for sure. I think I got injured right at the end of November that year, and I tried to stay on campus and be around the team, but it was just so bad that I had to go home for a while. So I went home early December and then came back after Christmas. So I was away from the team for quite a while, like over a month, and that was very difficult. Obviously, team sports, you want to be around your teammates, and they keep your spirits up in like a time of injury like that. And I wasn't able to do that. So luckily I had a really good support system at home, and the guys on the team were super super helpful in like calling me and FaceTiming me and keeping me in the loop, and super grateful for that. But it was definitely a hard time just being away from the team and not being able to work out, do the things that I can usually do.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they're happy to have you back. And then you head into junior year. I'm sure everyone's hopes were cautiously optimistic, and then you guys kind of got thrown in like a laundry machine of like boomerang back and forth. It's happening, it's not happening, it's happening, it's not happening. Through all of that, was it difficult at all to stay motivated when you really didn't have a start date in sight?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely challenging, not knowing exactly when we're going to start playing games. And, it ended up, I don't think we played until around New Year's Eve or something like that, New Year's Day. So we had planned to start in November, I think, originally. So, just practicing week in and week out. Not exactly sure when you're going to get a chance to go out and compete against someone else is tough, mentally, because you prepare for a team and then they cancel, and then it's a big letdown and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it was definitely hard, but I think our coaching staff and our team culture was very helpful in helping us get through that time. We found ways to keep practices competitive, so we kind of were able to get that into the spirit a little bit, and keep our spirits up.
Yeah, and as you said, things finally went underway around the new year. And I've heard all of you guys talk about the highs and lows of last season, but obviously it ended on a huge high with the ECAC championship win. Just in the very simplest of terms, what was that like? Like, how amazing was that?
Oh, it's spectacular. I mean, winning a championship is something that, very few people get to realize at the college level. So having that opportunity and that experience was something I'll never forget. Just overwhelming emotions at the time.
Yeah, and you had points in both games, the game winner in the championship. Overdue congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
But how rewarding was that for you? Gratifying, or whatever the word is.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, having that opportunity and being able to be the one to score that goal was super special. And I think that the fact that we won that game, I get a lot of attention for scoring that goal, but honestly, like, it's a product of what everyone else did around me too. Mostly, that whole game, we wore them down. The lines before we got out there wore them down. It was like a super long shift in their end, and that wouldn't have happened without 2 or 3 lines before I got out there even. Our goalie, Emil, played unbelievable in net throughout the game and that overtime. I was the one who was lucky to put it home, but everyone else was the reason why it happened.
Yeah, did you guys celebrate pretty well after that one?
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to. So yeah, when championships are won, I think that kind of thing's in order. But
yeah.
But yeah, we still had an NCAA tournament to get ready for at the time. So
yeah.
Was still on that. So
yeah, and obviously you guys unfortunately weren't able to accept that bid. Was that just kind of like a massive heartbreaker? Like, what were the emotions around that?
It was heartbreaking. Yeah. Like I said, playing college hockey, not a lot of people get to realize going to the NCAA tournament and stuff like that, and having that opportunity taken away from us was super, super devastating. The morale was super down, obviously. You know, we're going to try and get back there, obviously, and we hope to do that. But at the time, it was super, super, you know, shocking and just not what you were expecting. So
Yeah, and then on the flip, obviously aside from that big trophy that sits in the center of your locker room, what have been some of your favorite parts about getting to play hockey here?
yeah, just living out the experience of, you know, being privileged enough to be a Division I college athlete has been tremendous, and the relationships I've built with my teammates, the coaches, everyone involved in the program, and you know, just being able to be a part of that community is something really special, and something, like I said, not a lot of people get to realize. So just trying to be super grateful every day with what I have the opportunity here to do, and just try and take it all in, because you know it doesn't last forever, obviously, and yeah, just trying to soak everything up.
Yeah, I mean, to that end, we're halfway through your senior year season, and you're just one of 4 guys that have been 4-year members of this team, even including the coaching staff. What is that bond like between you and those other 3 seniors?
Yeah, I mean, Hicks, Emil, and Clarkey, we've been through a lot together, coming in the same class and being the last guy standing from that class, and you know, finishing out together is something we'll hold together forever. And you know, we're a brotherhood, and like you said, we've been together for 4 years now. We're the longest, probably, members of this program right now, that are still currently here, and yeah, it's just something that's really special, and I think you know, we'll carry those relationships for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, and you're captain. You're one of, I believe, 2, right? And then we have an assistant captain.
Yep.
What does that leadership role mean to you, and how have you kind of been embodying it this season?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot to me to be able to be a leader on this team, and I know it means a lot to Pix and Tim Jankowski as well. We try and do our best to, you know, step up and provide that leadership as best as we can, and I mean, it's such an honor that, you know, the coaches and our teammates feel that we should be the ones in that role, and we just try and do our best to, you know, do what's best for the program, and you know, hold everyone accountable and ourselves accountable as well, and you know, try and push forward every day and keep things in the right direction.
Yeah, and I know you said guys have been in and out of the lineup this year, but scheduling-wise, you've been pretty lucky. There's only been 2 cancellations so far. Is there a little bit of a sense of normalcy kind of coming back, at least with, you know, 2 games on a weekend and things like that?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think we've had a couple hiccups with rescheduling stuff, but like you said, just the 2 games canceled, and other than that, it's been pretty normal. You know, with your Friday, Saturday, 7 o'clock games. Last year, you know, we would play midweek games at 5 o'clock. It's just something a little different. But yeah, it's been more of a normal year, which is such a relief.
Yeah, and this weekend you guys are heading to Clarkson, and then they're coming here. Feeling good? You excited?
Oh yeah, super excited. You know, the mood in the locker room is really great. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of buzz around the North Country, and you know, just super happy to be a part of it. Yeah,
do you think that Route 11 rivalry is a little bit hotter right now, since you guys were just 2 of 4 teams in the conference to actually play last year?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, you know, with our program trending upwards right now, games are more competitive than they were, I think, in the past, and we're looking to keep that trend going and moving in that direction. And you know, it's a really good rivalry right now, and like I said, we're ready for it, and we're excited.
Awesome. Well, we're excited for you. We're all rooting for you, here from Canton, and thanks again for sitting down with me.
For sure.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Janko.
Yeah, thank you.